Mini lecture, lesson 105. This is cofactors and expansion by cofactors. You might hear it called expansion by minors. And what this is a way, it's another way besides the way that we just learned to solve a matrix that's not a 2 by 2. You know, you can solve a 3 by 3 or any square matrix you can solve using expansion by cofactors, or you might hear me call it expansion by minors. This, I think I'll leave that. That might confuse you. You can read that if you want. I'm going to kind of show you how to do it. So the first thing you need to know about is that when you're expanding by cofactors, whatever's in your matrix, you want to, this is, I don't know, the matrix of cofactor signs. You make this little checkerboard. You go plus, you start at the top left and go plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, however big the thing is, so that they alternate. See how they're alternating? So we're going to change the signs of some of the elements inside the matrix, and I'll show you about that when I do a problem for you, but just know that that's the checkerboard that I'm talking about. Okay, so I think I should just do one for you and show you how to do it. So I'm supposed to do 105 number 8. So what you want to do when you're expanding by cofactors is you're allowed to either pick a row or a column, whichever one you want. I'm going to pick something that has nice numbers like zeros or ones in it, because you're going to end up multiplying. Some people are superstitious and they just always pick the first row. If you want to do it that way, that's okay. So what you're going to, so this is another way to solve a matrix. Remember last time we would just rewrite the first column here and rewrite the second column, and then we made those lines and we multiplied them and we turned that one negative and we added and we did a little procedure. This one will work. This one's probably just as nice. You'll like this one just as much. So you remember your little checkerboard. So plus, and I only really care about the checkerboard with the numbers that I'm going to expand by, and I've already chosen the top row. Okay, so I'm just going to go plus, minus, plus. If I were going to use any of these other numbers, it'd go plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Okay, I really only care about these though. So what this means is that I don't change the sign of the first one. I do change the sign of the second one, but that doesn't matter because it's a 0. And I don't change the sign of the third one. And then grab these things. Now the 0, I'm just going, well, I'll write it down, but the 0 is going to zero everything out, which is why I chose to go by this row. So I'm going to pick, so I don't change the sign of this one, so I'm going to go -2 times some matrix plus 0, -0, or just 0, plus 0 times some other little matrix. I'll show you how to, this is pretty easy. I'll show you how to get the matrices. And then plus 3 times some other matrix that I'm going to have in a second here. Okay, I know that looks crazy. So the matrix that I'm going to have that goes with my -2 can be found by simply crossing out the row and the column of the -2. So see what I got? I got something left there. I got 1, 2, 1, -1. See, that's nice and easy. I used a pencil so that I could do that again. Okay, so does it really matter what goes in here? No, because really, I mean, I'll put it in there just so you can see the procedure of how to do this, but it doesn't matter what's in there, because when I multiply it by 0, it's going to go away anyway. So, I mean, that's going away. But do you see where I'm getting these matrices from? Now, what goes with the 3? Well, I can find out by crossing out the row and the column that the 3's in, and what I'm left with is this thing. Okay? So that's easy enough. Now I'm doing this all slow because I'm explaining it to you, but really when you have a matrix that has a lot of zeros and ones in it, this might be faster than the other way that we learned last week. So this will be -2 times, remember how we do this? We go that times that minus that times that. So 1 times -1 is -1, -1, minus 2 times 1 is 2. I think that's going to give me -3. Plus 0, plus 3 times whatever this matrix ends up being. That's a 0 minus 3. That's going to be -3. Okay, we just did our determinant thing that you guys have been doing with 2x2s for a while. That times that makes 6, and that's -9, so I'm getting the answer of -3, and I can check that, and that's correct. Okay, that's it.